Hey everybody! It's your girl Lisi and I'm back again with another epic, juicy, ghetto, and drama-filled story time. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Lisi. My government is Alicia. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, what's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? Y'all chilling? Hey, bet. Y'all see the title of today's story time. Today's story time is story time. Content house scammed me? Like,
oh my God. Don't act shocked.
What's tea? What's going on? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I just know, like, that's how I personally feel based off of my personal experience living in this body as this human being, viewing life from the lens that I view it from. I feel like I am being scammed, or I was scammed, or whatever the case may be. But you know, we about to get into it in a second. Definitely don't forget to give this video a big like, comment, and subscribe. I need y'all to run this video up for me. Bro, y'all about to see, like, please run this video up for me. Like the video. When y'all comment on the video, leave like 2 to 3 comments per person. Like, yo, we gotta run this one up, y'all, like, for real. Appreciate y'all, love y'all, and definitely make sure y'all tap in with me on my socials. Without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Y'all seen the little disclaimer in the beginning of this video? Because this is not a drill. Things are about to get real.
Yeah, they squabbling out there now. Yeah.
For some of you guys, this story might be entertaining. For me, this is my real life, current, present day. Like, this is currently going on present day. Like I said in my disclaimer, this video is to share my personal experience of what I feel like I experienced. You could look at it even as a Google review. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, you might go to a restaurant, you might go to a gym, you might go to a hotel, and after you leave a review of your experience online. And this is what I'm doing, leaving a review of my experience online, except I have a platform. So I will be leaving, this is my review. I will have timestamps, receipts galore. I have collected receipts like infinity stones for this story.
Oh, now that's how you clear.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Okay, so as you guys know, y'all probably wondering, like, why do you feel like this? Why is the video titled this? Like, why do you feel like this, Lisi? Like, what's tea? If you're not new to the channel, you might know that I have recently embarked on my full-time content creator journey. It is something that I'm passionate about. And you know what? I might not be the biggest YouTuber out here. I might not be the girl with the most followers and the biggest influencer. That's not my goal. My goal is to really just take care of my livelihood off this ish. I don't really care to be the biggest person. I'm just trying to pay my bills. Like, that's all I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to pay my bills. I need that. I need a piece of the pie. I'm already here, so I'm here. So I quit my 9-to-5 and I became a full-time content creator. Very early on in my, full-time content creator journey, I just so happened to be on YouTube one day, stumble across a YouTuber's page. I think it's called AB Academy. So shout out to you if you see this video. Stumble across his video where he basically giving other YouTubers and other content creators advice on what to do if they're trying to scale up and grow their channel, blah, blah, blah. So one of the things he suggested was, hey, you need to go out and network. You need to collaborate with other YouTubers. Those are the things that you need to do. So I'm like, okay, like, let me see what I can find. So boom, first receipt is Eventbrite. I went on Eventbrite and I was just scrolling through. I think I had typed in content creator events and I was just scrolling through. I come across an event called TikTok Thursdays. Here's the receipt. I purchased a ticket for TikTok Thursdays because I'm like, oh, I'm trying to get into TikTok Thursdays. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me see what's up with the TikTok Thursdays. Okay. Like, I've been posting on TikTok. Like, I'm not as consistent as I probably should be, but I'm still just trying to balance out all that I'm doing because it is a one woman show.
Clock it.
I was like, yeah, this would be, you know, a good opportunity for me to possibly, you know, network, meet some people. I don't know. The sky's the limit. Anything can happen. So boom, I pull up to the TikTok Thursdays. That is where I meet, let's just call him content manager, and I meet CEO and like 2 other people. Introduce myself, tell them a brief description about myself, how I got there. They were welcoming, they were nice, they had hospitality, and it wasn't a whole bunch of stuff going on at the TikTok Thursday. Like, it wasn't, I was expecting it to be like more of a crowd of people, but it wasn't really, like, it was people there, but it wasn't people there. And it was only dudes, so I don't like being in Sausage Fest. Like, I just don't like this. So I was there, showed face basically, probably was there for an hour, dipped out. Now, at that point, I wasn't sure if I was gonna go back or not because I didn't really get much out of, you know, the first occurrence when I went there. I was just there, chill for a little bit, birds up, and that's really it, right? Okay, cool. This is what drew me back. Forgot to mention, when I went there the first time, because I'm not trying to give too much unnecessary details for this particular story time. I really just want to get to where we got to go. Content manager had actually taken my information, my name, my phone number. Well, he didn't take it. I think he gave me an iPad and I filled it in. And essentially it seemed like I was signed up to their newsletter. A part of the newsletter, and I'm getting like little text message updates about TikTok Thursday. Let me pull it up. Matter of fact, let's just look at the receipts real time, honestly. So I could just show y'all better than I could tell y'all. I'm gonna put screenshots on the screen and I'm gonna show y'all on the phone too to show you, like, I'm not fabricating any screenshots or anything like that. As you can see, these is all text messages that I was getting from their newsletter. Okay, y'all could pause, do whatever y'all gotta do to read whatever y'all need to read. Even up until Thursday, I got a text message from the newsletter. Okay, because today is class. Let's look at today's date. What does that say? April 30th. Keep today's date in mind. Is it? Hold on. Y'all can't see it like that. Wednesday, April 30th. I hope y'all can see that. So boom, one of these text messages that I got, boom, I got it on Friday, March 28th. ROR masterclass for artists and creators. I'll put it on the screen. I'm not reading. It's on the screen, right? So y'all read it. So attached to this text message is a link, and a part of the text message, it says, we are giving artists the opportunity to walk away with $10,000 in funding that day.
I know you fucking lying, bitch.
Don't miss this royal opportunity to invest in yourself in your future. And then there's a link. Then there's a payment link. Okay. Keep these in mind. Keep these details in mind. Okay. So when I see, $10K in funding that day.
What do you mean by that?
I'm like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Are y'all like actually giving somebody cash money, or like have funding? Like, what is funding? Are you investing in someone? Do they have what comes with the 10K in funding? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going through my head. I wasn't really worried about that. My intentions with going to the masterclass was solely to learn, grow, and network. That's it. I didn't care about no 10K. You know what? Let me not. I don't need 10K. At this very moment, I don't need 10K. If you catch my drift without me drifting. So I didn't instantly buy a ticket because I just wasn't sure if I wanted to go. Initially, the price was like $350.
No, ma'am.
And I was like, whew. My budget, the way my budget is set up, I don't know if I could just drop that $350 and I don't really know, like, you know, who running what, you know what I'm saying? But obviously I winded up going because I went back to the link maybe about 2 or 3 days before the masterclass was actually going to be held. And I see that the price dropped down tremendously to $200. So I want, which receipts will be placed, invoices will be placed. Okay. The invoices that I do have will be placed. The pricing came out to $216. The tax was $16. I paid my little $216 for the masterclass. And at this point I was like, okay, like, I was getting like a little excited now because, you know, I was excited to, like I said, meet new people, learn some new things, grow. Like, that's the goal. The goal is to grow. Like, what do you mean? When I get to the masterclass, I am greeted and let into the content house and let into the facility, which was the content house, by the content manager. He greets me. He says hello. He's polite, friendly, welcoming. He remembered me from when I had came the first time for the TikTok Thursdays. I think I was like one of maybe the first participants that was there. There was people there. I'm assuming people that are a part of the show. I don't know. When I first got in, content manager basically had me essentially fill out an attendance sheet. Okay. Cause that's what I did write on. I did write on an attendance log. That's what I wrote on to see who was there for the day. Immediately when I come in as well, he guides me to write my name on the attendance log. And he also asks me,
we doing credit cleaning and stuff. Like, somebody is eligible to get 10K in funding. Like, you trying to sign up? Like, you trying to sign?
But sign up, ladies and gentlemen, like, cause let's be clear. Let's be very clear with our words here. Sign up doesn't mean like, oh, like I'm signing paperwork to be a part of the credit fixing and building. And no, it means that I wrote my name on another attendance log. That's to my recollection, to my knowledge. That's what I wrote on the attendance logs. That's what I wrote on. Do that, and he tells me,
yeah, sit anywhere, you know, talk to whoever.
He was like how they was making us food and stuff. So it was given like we was being well taken care of. We also had little notebooks on the tables that we could write in and take notes too. So I was taking notes in my little notebook. I was like, okay, like this is a calm little setup. And it seemed like the masterclass was structured. That's what appeared structured to me. They had different speakers talking about different topics. They all had PowerPoint presentations. Before we get to the PowerPoint presentations though, there was a point when I was walking around in the kitchen. I probably had to throw something out or refill my drink, and I stumbled across CEO. Oh, he's like, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, because he remembered me from when I came from the TikTok Thursday. So I was like, oh, you remember me? Okay, cool, boom. Amidst me networking in the content house, I spoke with someone there who was like, she said that she was like the artist development person for like, you know, artists, and she be with the content creators, whatever the case may be. So I introduced myself to her just because I'm a content creator. And she also told me that they was having an internship program at this content house as well, and I should inquire about it with the CEO. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, it's giving like, oh my God, like, did I find my place? Like, oh my God, like I might just be where I need to be.
Cap.
I might feel a little differently now. Well, let's continue. Of course, I inquired about that. And when I inquired about the internship, he directed me to community manager. Okay. So he was basically like, yeah, write your name down with her. They told me when there was having a meeting for like the whole internship thing. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, there's meetings, there's PowerPoints, there's food. Like, I'm like, okay, like things, it's giving. Like, it's giving. Like, that's what's going through my head at the masterclass. Okay. Community manager has me write down my name on a Post-it. Okay. Print. I didn't do no signatures. This day I did not do a signature nowhere. I just know that I wrote my name on attendance logs, and I wrote my name on Post-it notes and notebooks. That is it. That is all. Boom. The masterclass progresses along. And there's also a point where CEO actually has his own segment where he has his own PowerPoint presentation. Within his PowerPoint presentation, he mentions that he has a mentorship program. And for the mentorship program, he has it, whatever comes with it, he has it on the screen, on the TV, on the PowerPoint presentation. I didn't write anything down from the mentorship because I didn't go there to get a mentorship. I went there to network, grow, and learn. That's what I went there for. I wasn't really, paying it too much mind to, because in my opinion, the prices was a little steep. Like he had 3 different tiers. The first tier was $5,000. The second tier was $10,000. And the third tier was $20,000. Now, hey, you know what? To some people, maybe that's not a lot of money. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? You really got it like that. You're rich, you're wealthy. To you, $5,000 is like $500. That's the value to you. But to me, I'm a regular girl. I'm not rich yet. I'm not wealthy yet. I'm very much still trying to figure out my life. I'm living on a regular budget. Do I take care of myself? Do I spoil myself? Of course I do. But I have a budget because I have a grocery list of bills. I just quit my job. So that means I lost a source of income. I have income coming in, but I'm in the process of trying to supplement the income I lost from my job with my YouTube and content creator journey. So what does that mean? We're surviving, but we need to supplement that bread back. We trying to supplement that bread back. Okay. We're not trying to negative. We're not trying to subtract too much bread from the pot. We're really trying to save our money. Like, I'm trying to stack and save. That's what I'm on. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? And I understand too, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to spend money to make money, but make it make sense. And it has to make sense for me. So I automatically knew, oh baby, I'm not paying no $5,000. Nah, I need to come. Like, who is your target audience? Like, the class appeared to be advertised to people who are upcoming artists and content creators. Speaking of advertisements as well, remember I had mentioned how in the text message, it was like, oh, we're giving away 10K in funding that day. And I'm just trying to figure out, what do y'all mean by that? What do you mean? For example, I'm going to put an example on the screen. This was a clip that was used to market the masterclass. But as you can see, that is literally the cover. That is literally the cover of one of their Instagram reels that says they giving away 10K in funding. And again, I when I seen that, because I seen that before I pulled up to the masterclass, right? When I seen that, I'm like, giving away 10. So what are the qualifications? Like, how do you obtain, how do you get chose for the 10 bands? Like, how does that work? You know what I'm saying? These are the questions I have in my head, but I'm like, you know what? I guess I'm going to find out when I get there. CEO gets through his PowerPoint, and it seemingly feels like the masterclass is not fully coming to an end, but we're like getting towards the end. Because now we're at the portion where they're, seeing who's eligible for credit fixing. What is credit fixing? I'm not 100% sure. Because remember, I told you I was one of the first people there. So I was one of the first people who signed on to the attendance log. They call my name Alicia. They called me back into the little room. It was like the little podcast room that they had there. Call me in there to, I guess, see if I qualify for credit fixing. I sit down with, let's call him credit rep. Yeah, let's call him credit rep. He asks me to go to my Experian profile in the web browser. I was like, okay, I'm not about to do all of that because I don't really know the password for real. Like, I done changed it a million times and I know I have the app, so I'm gonna just do a little face ID. So I face ID'd my Experian profile, and don't worry, like, your social security number is not on your Experian profile on the app. The only thing that's on the app is your credit history, the lines of credit that you have open, your scores with Experian, TransUnion, and I forgot what the other one is, right? Okay, cool. So he looks at my profile. He has my phone. He's doing whatever he's doing, scrolling through whatever he's scrolling through on my phone. And then he proceeds to ask me for my driver's license. So I'm like, okay, like, what do you need that for? I wasn't asking those questions. I was kind of just going with the flow of things because I had already felt like, not that I trusted them, but I guess I felt like I had some sense of trust because I came there before, the vibes was cool. I'm back here again. I felt like the masterclass went really good. It's good vibes. I'm meeting people. The food was good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of just, you know, I already told you how I was feeling. Yeah, I just recall him like looking at my driver's license. There's cameras in that house, so I'm sure the cameras could tell what, you know, what really went down that day. So from him looking at my Experian profile and my driver's license, I don't remember if he had a laptop or an iPad, but he had some type of device. And he turns the device around and he's like,
well, look, we got you pre-approved for $50,000.
Wait a damn minute.
50,000. Wait, what? I'm like, $50,000. There's a guy next to him. He all excited too. He's like, oh snap, you about to get 50K. I'm like, what the do I need 50K for? Like, do I want 50K? Just right there, right then and there, right now. That would be lovely. But listen to the verbiage. He said pre-approved. So when he said pre-approved, that told me everything I need to know. I'm like, oh, they not giving away money. They getting people to take out loans.
Got it!
And how do I know like what pre-approved means? I know what the word pre-approved means because some of y'all might know, but we might have some new people to the channel who don't really know the history of Lisi. But I have not only worked in one, but 2 car dealerships. Uno, dos. One was like, you know, a everyday American car, and the other was a foreign Italian car company. It was a luxury Maserati.
Oh my God.
Don't act shocked.
Working at Maserati. I know about the pre-approvals and the bank approvals and the paperwork and the signatures and signing date here, and you know what I'm saying? I know about all of that because that was my job. I was a salesperson. Is that some of y'all's first time hearing that information? I know it's somebody who's watching this video. Yes, I was a sales girl. I'm gonna install the Grecale. If you know about the Grecale, you know about the Grecale. Levante. I know a thing or two about how a business deal, you know, should be conducted. Back to them telling me about the 50K. So when they told me about the 50K, like, I don't want no 50K loan. Like, I have student loans. I have bills. I have rent. I have groceries. Like, I have health insurance, dental. I have so much other stuff. I don't want to add another bill to the grocery list of bills that I have right now, especially when I'm in the process of supplementing income or trying to supplement income. They was like,
oh, you not excited? You must not be ready for the 50K. You must not be ready.
I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with that?
Oh, you see? You see, you need to talk to CEO. You need to talk to CEO about his mentorship program. Yeah, you need to talk to him about that. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going with the flow at this point. I'm just going with the flow. They actually call CEO in the room and they like,
yeah, yo, bro, like, she good. She ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? She ready. Talk to her about your mentorship program. Like, y'all need to talk, have a conversation. Blah, 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 blah.
That led into me and CEO basically having our own conversation. Now, mind you, at this point, I'm not thinking that in order to do the mentorship, I have to get funding from them. Because remember, if we go back to the text message I received and the Instagram reel, the verbiage says that they are giving away 10K that you could walk away that day. And my thing is, that leaves things up to interpretation, in my opinion. Leaves things to people's imagination. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm having the questions, are y'all giving away da da da? And somehow I was under the impression that they were giving away $10,000. But then when I get there, they're telling me I'm pre-approved for $50,000.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
And then they suggest that in order for me to know how to manage the $50,000 or to manage $50,000, I'm thinking just in general, go to the mentor because he will mentor you and show you how to be successful. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like I don't have to necessarily get funding, especially through them, because I'm under the impression like that's not what was going on here today. I didn't know that we were getting people bank approvals today. Started doing research after this entire transaction, but y'all will see as the video continues. This is from Google, and it says that they're an exclusive music and entertainment investment firm. You see, I'm just a little confused because, they're claiming to be an investment firm, but in my experience, it doesn't appear that any real investment is going on if you're trying to basically get me approved for a loan, which would essentially be taking out in my name. There's no investor putting money into me if I'm being pre-approved for a $50,000 loan. That means that all the risk in this investment is on me and none of it is on y'all, presumably, because I'm the one taking out the $50,000 loan. I thought that someone was getting $10K cash today. So y'all can understand like where my mindset was at. I think the masterclass is technically over at this point, but they was basically like how they wanted a few of us to volunteer to go to the upstairs part of the house and do little interviews and do little reviews about the masterclass. So I did a little interview and a whole bunch of other people did interviews as well. In the midst of this is where this time frame is where CEO and I re-enter and restart the conversation that was initially initiated downstairs by credit rep. Yeah, initiated by credit rep, not by me. Okay, because again, I didn't go there that day to do all of this stuff. I went there to grow, network, and learn, because what I am passionate about being a YouTuber. I've said it on this platform once, I'll say it again, I'll say it to the end. I'll say it until God take me back home to heaven. I'm passionate about this. I love this. Period. The idea of being able to make videos, entertain people, all from the comfort of my home, and that I could collect the little check. You know what I'm saying? So I am willing to put myself in positions that will allow me to grow, to advance my career. Am I willing to do anything? No. But in this moment, I felt like I was in a space where, okay, they're telling me to do this mentorship with this person. I'm telling him my goals. He's basically like,
okay, yeah, well, whenever you're ready to go, let me know. Whenever you're ready to go.
I'm like, well, I'm ready. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm ready. I forgot to mention, when he told us the pricing of the mentorship during the PowerPoint presentation, he said that being that we attended the masterclass today, we would get the mentorship for half off. So that means the first one is $25, the second one is $5, and the third one is $10. In my head, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, okay, so because we attended the masterclass today, we just get a discount. So whenever we ready to pay, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get that discount.
Cap.
Because we came and paid $216 for the masterclass today. And mind you, in my head, I was already going to ask for a little payment plan, because I was not trying to give him no $2,500 up front like that. I just, no, baby, I can't put that much stress. I can't put that much stress in you. Okay. He was like,
well, today only is going to be the discount. After today, it's not going to be a discount. It's going to be regular price. So what you trying to do? You got Zelle, Cash App?
That's what I did in my head, but I didn't do it in real life. But I was kind of like, whoa, wait, things are moving a little fast. Things are moving a little bit too fast for me. That's how I'm feeling. I went from thinking that because we attended the masterclass and paid $216, we automatically get a discount. So whenever we ready to pay, for the mentorship, we got that discount. But no, that changed into the discount is only for today. So it's like, I felt like it, like put on the spot, like, okay, I gotta make a decision right now. Like, so I had no time to make a decision and really think if this was something that I wanted to do. In that moment, in that time, I was very emotional, but not like a sad emotional, like a happy emotional, an emotional where I felt like I might, you know what I'm saying, be in the right spot. I might be around the right people that I need to be around to, like, you know, help advance my career, teach me new things, learn. And now, you know, there's this mentorship program. You know, I do think it's like a little expensive, but at the end of the day, it's an investment into my future, into my growth. That's how I was genuinely looking at it in that moment and in that time. After he said, do you have Zelle or Cash App? I'm like, do we have a secure payment link? Like, and not to say that Zelle and Cash App ain't secure, but I don't know, like selling a Zelle and a Cash App without, you know what I'm saying, like a written contract or agreement in terms, refund policy, deliverables, program outline, because I wasn't provided with any of that during the time of the sale.
Clock it.
During the time that the payment was issued.
Clock it.
At the time when the payment was issued, I had asked CEO, hey, can I do a payment plan? He was like, yeah, you could pay half upfront now and half in 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just do it. And half of $2,500 is $1,250, $1,250. Basically, my rent money. I'm giving them basically damn near 2 months of rent. I wasn't even thinking about all of that in that moment, y'all. I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking about it after the fact. I was just like, all right, you're investing into your future. Don't think about it too much. Just do it. He put in his business email. I put in $1,250 and I sent the funds. Immediately, I felt a feeling of instant regret. Instantaneously. It was like God had sent me a warning, like, babes, I didn't send you there for that. Or maybe he did send me there for that. I don't know. I was just trying to remain positive. Like, I was just like, Alicia, just be positive. Just think positive. Everything's gonna work out.
Cap.
From there, when I had officially sent the funds over and, you know, they had some rent money from me in-house, like, you know, they're housing me, you know, or something. He basically was like,
Okay, bet. So basically, the program is going to be 2 weeks, and this week coming up, we'll basically start you with onboarding, and we're going to start, you know, on May 1st, the first of the month, just to start at the first of the month. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, okay.
Credit rep, he got your number, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he's gonna contact you on Monday, and yeah, you know, we gonna get it rolling. We gonna get you in there.
And mind you, at this point, you know, I'm wondering why I haven't gotten like an invoice.
Clock it.
Or a receipt.
Clock it.
But, you know, again, everything was just moving really fast. I was very emotional, so I wasn't asking the necessary questions that I needed to ask and making sure I was getting the necessary documents I need to get to, you know, ensure that what I'm paying for is what I'm indeed getting.
And just a disclaimer that documents go both ways in the court of law.
Where are we meeting? Here? Like, where are we meeting when we have, you know, when we're supposed to be mentoring? Because I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, this is going to be a one-on-one thing. I mean, even though he told me that credit rep was going to contact me, but I'm still thinking it's just going to be me and CEO doing the mentor thing. He's going to be working with me hands-on, one-on-one. We're going to be creating stuff together. Like, that's what I'm envisioning in my head. But he basically lets me know, like,
yeah, you know, we can meet here, you know, anywhere you want to meet, but, you know, we're mainly going to be on like Zoom calls.
I'm like, oh, okay, like, okay. I'm expecting more of a hands-on mentorship experience. Like, when I think of mentor, I'm thinking like we are in the trenches, like together. Like, okay, not really, but like, I'm thinking of a hands-on experience. Like, I'm thinking like when I go to math tutoring before school starts or after school starts, because, you know, when I've gone to math tutoring before to get extra help, the teacher was working with me one-on-one. So I'm thinking like it's going to be like a student-teacher tutoring kind of vibe. Boom. So I wind up leaving, and you know, at this point, all I could do is give it to God. You know what I'm saying? I had the little feeling of instant regret, but I was still feeling excited. I was like, no, Alicia, like everything's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay. Monday comes. To give y'all an idea of like the timestamps of everything, the masterclass happened on Saturday, April 19th, 2025. From what CEO had told me when I left, all he told me was what I told y'all. And he told me that credit rep would contact me on Monday. Monday rolls around, and you know, I had some errands that I was running that day, so I wasn't, you know, even really paying attention to my phone too much. But then at a certain point, I realized it's going on like 4 o'clock, and I still haven't heard nothing from credit rep. And mind you, I already have credit rep's number. He gave me his phone number. Actually, he wrote it on a post-it note and told me to text his phone and save his information in my phone. So that's exactly what I did. So I had wound up texting credit rep on Monday, April 21st, 2025, and I said, hey, good afternoon, credit rep. Just following up from Saturday. I know when we spoke, you mentioned you were going to follow up with me today with some documentation. What documentation? I'm not sure. But y'all see the text, the text don't lie. The text says that I was expecting to get documentation on Monday, April 21st, 2025. I still haven't received any documentation ever, actually. And mind you, this is documentation that's being brought up after funds have already been collected from me. So there was no documentation at the time of sale. There was no invoice provided at the time of sale. There was no receipt provided at the time of sale. And there was no refund policy at the time of sale. I spoke with CEO and sent him payment for the mentorship program. He let me know we would start May 1st. And this week, I would basically be doing onboarding for that and the internship position. Just wanted to know what the next steps are. Thank you. As y'all can see, I never got a response via text message. Instead, I got an incoming phone call from community manager 4:08 p.m. What time I told y'all I sent that text? 3:51, right?
That's suspicious.
Okay. I'm personally just noticing, you know, it's not that big of a gap in time from when I reached out to one person and another person contacted me. Just saying. And I know it's her because I had a conversation with her, and the caller ID on the phone was actually her business that she spoke about and promoted at the content creator masterclass. So that's how I kind of knew it was community manager calling me. But I was confused as to why community manager was calling me when I was told that credit rep would be calling me. What credit rep would be calling me about and what documentation he would be sending over to me, I was not sure. I was not aware. I just knew that I was supposed to be expecting some kind of call, and I'm thinking it's regarding the mentorship. Still, at this point, we wasn't on the phone that long. As you can see, it was a 3-minute phone call. She basically was like,
hey, Alicia, I'm just following up with you regarding the mentorship and the internship.
Yeah, thanks for giving me a call. She was like,
Yeah. So did you sign up for our membership yet?
I was like, I think I'm signed up because I be getting text messages and stuff. She was like,
oh, no, that doesn't mean you're signed up. So what I'm going to do is send you the link to our mentorship, and I'm going to send you the link to a Google Meet because we will have a meeting today at 6 p.m.
I am confusion.
I was like, huh? I was like 6 p.m. because I'm looking at the time and it's already 4 something. It's after 4 o'clock. And I'm out here bringing groceries in the house from my car, sweaty as hell because it's already summer in Texas. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay. I'm like, okay, well, do I have to be on camera? She's like,
yeah.
I'm like, so now I got a bum rush to get ready for this meeting at 6 o'clock that I was basically told about an hour and a half in advance that we're having a meeting at 6 o'clock.
Oh, out the ghetto.
She's basically like, yeah, so I'm going to send you those links and I'll see you at 6. So I'm like, okay, no problem. And mind you, I'm under the impression as well, because as per what CEO told me the day of the masterclass, when we had this verbal exchange, an agreement, if you wish, a verbal agreement, not anything concrete. Yeah, as per what he told me that this week I would be onboarding, and we'll put the definition of onboarding on the screen somewhere. And he told me we would be starting the mentorship May 1st. What did I tell y'all today's date is? Even today's date, you know what I'm saying? It's 10:56 p.m., but you know what I'm saying? It's still April 30th today.
Clock it.
It's still April 30th. So that means the mentorship is supposed to start tomorrow.
Cap.
Being that CEO told me it was supposed to start May 1st. We're starting at the first of the month and we were just going to onboard me in April, right? So that means official mentoring wasn't supposed to start until May 1st. That's just from what I was told. That's what I was personally told. In my personal experience, it's on the text message that I sent to credit rep. And I'm sure if we trace these phone numbers, and I'm not 100% sure, but you know what I'm saying? If we have the necessary, people who take care of things like tracing phone numbers, we'll be able to see where, phone numbers, have been traced to what they've been. Okay. Yeah. So she sends me the links. Let's pull up the text message thread with the links, actually. She sends me these 2 links. The Google Meet link, as you can see, and this is, I'm going to blur out her phone number, obviously, but this is a real text thread. This is not anything, fake. I could show y'all better than I could tell y'all, because remember what I told y'all that she told me to do? She told me to not set up. Yeah, basically set up myself on their membership, right? This is the link she sent me. This is the link program manager sent me. It brings me here, and it brings me here.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Me getting sent that link kind of left a little bad taste in my mouth, because I was like, why am I getting sent links for me to pay more money after y'all literally have my rent money in-house? So why am I? Yeah, I'm gonna address that on that phone call, because I'm definitely not paying that. So if I have to pay that in order to get the mentorship, they could just run me my funds back. Respectfully, just give me my money. Just give me my money. The next text message that community manager sends me: to help maximize your funding, we recommend establishing an LLC. We can handle the entire process for you with a 2-day turnaround. You're already approved for $50,000, but to access the full $200,000, you'll need both an LLC and an EIN in place. If you choose to move forward with us, the total cost is $500. Let us know if you're ready to get started. What the fuck? 500 who? Wait. In my Pop Smoke voice. Yeah. At this point, I don't even want to do this. I don't even want to do this now. How I'm feeling like, am I a human ATM? Before I sent the $1,250 to CEO's business Zelle account, he did not tell me that I had to get funding a part of the mentorship. Like, that was not a concrete thing that I understood.
Clock it.
It was not. And why wasn't it understood? Because I was not provided with a contract. I was not provided with a program layout, and I was not provided with any paperwork when I paid for the mentorship service. So I really didn't know what I was getting into. A PowerPoint presentation does not count as documents that me as the consumer needs after they make a $1,200 purchase. Me as the consumer, could I have been more on point? Could I have requested these things? Yeah, I could have. But again, like I told y'all, I was emotional. Things were moving very fast. But I personally feel like at the end of the day, I feel like, in my honest opinion, based on my experience with this situation in life, based on my experiences of working in the car dealerships, in my experience in businesses like that, like the car business, anytime somebody pays any type of anything, there's paperwork immediately that go behind that. Like, they don't play about paperwork in the car dealership. If you mess up one piece of paperwork, you might get cussed out. You might get cussed out. When she's telling me about some $500, $97, I'm like, none of this was disclosed to me. And if I knew that this is stuff that I would have to pay for, I probably would have never did this.
Clock it.
I probably would have never sent y'all my $1,200. Like, why isn't this all a bundle deal? Like, that's my question. Considering you're already, you know what I'm saying, collecting 4-figure money from people who are up and coming, from people who are just trying to make it, from people who are just passionate and have ambition, why am I feeling like people are trying to just take my money, take my money, take my money, take my money? That's how I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling like I'm an ATM, and I'm like, how I feel, y'all didn't do enough for me to just keep dishing out my money, honey. Because I'm confused about where the $200,000, y'all, where did that come from? My response was, I'm not paying $97 a month. I'm not paying $500. I'm not in the space to pay for all of this stuff right now. I do still want to do the mentorship if, pay attention to the verbiage, if that is possible. Because if it's not possible for me to do the mentorship without this little funding that y'all trying to push on me, this little funding agenda that y'all are literally pushing on me at this point, that's how I feel in my experience, that this funding, because at first I thought that y'all was giving away money. Then that turned into pre-approvals. Eventually we get on the phone call for the meeting. Of course it was on, is it called POC? Because I thought the meeting was supposed to start at 6 o'clock. The meeting started at 6:30. While I'm waiting for the meeting to start, community manager sends me a text basically that the membership is free with the mentorship, and that they're going to clear my access to their online portal and they will address other concerns with me. If it's a part of the mentorship, why did you send me a link for me to pay $97 a month? Why did you do that, community manager? Because it's right there. Why did y'all tell me I had to pay y'all another $500 after I've already given y'all my rent money? Why was y'all continuously asking for money, and y'all asking for money that wasn't even disclosed at the time of the original sale?
Clock it.
And why didn't y'all tell me all of this up front? Why didn't y'all give me a contract of deliverables? Why didn't y'all give me a contract telling me what the refund policy is? So eventually I get the link for me to access the portal for free. Yeah, I just had to take a little break just now. So, because girl, this is a lot. This is probably entertaining for you guys. This is probably tea, but this is my real life, and this mess got me stressed out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But whatever. God said you wanted to be a content creator, you wanted to be a storytime channel. I have to keep your life
A Zuvi.
I have to. You know what? Let me continue. So boom, let's get to the Google Meet phone call. So for whatever reason, I don't have a record of the Google Meet phone call. All I have is the link and the clear as day text messages that tell me to hop on the call. Call was an hour, and the call was essentially a Q&A. They asked me questions. I provided them answers. I asked them questions. They provided me answers. It was like, an onboarding phone call, a phone call for everyone to get acquainted with each other, understand what my goals are, and navigate me through their online portal. I was also instructed by CEO, because mind you, I'm on the phone on this Google Meet phone call with CEO and community manager. And they are telling me the different tabs to click on the website, courses on there. They're like, yeah, this is the courses tab. There's this tab, there's that tab. Post the introduction on this tab so everyone knows that you're here and who you are, and put your social media. So I'm just following instructions at this point because this is an onboarding call. We're setting me up. We're not really officially getting into program because we're setting me up just like how at any job. You know what I'm saying? Like, did I pull up the definition of onboarding? At any job, at any whatever you're doing, when you're onboarding, like they're setting you up with payroll, like you're not actually working yet when you're onboarding. That's just from my experience with literally every single job that I've had in my life. So I would think personally the same thing would be with another business entity. If it's like, you know, a legitimate entity like that's just what's going through my mind, in my opinion. I was also notified the program would be 3 months, but initially I was told the program would be 2 weeks. So I was kind of confused about that. Well, they was asking me my goals. They were asking me my goals, like, what is your plan? What do you have going on? We were having conversation, introductory conversation, intro.
Of course, we discussed my YouTube goals and other goals outside of content creation. Actually, some of the stuff that we discussed were things that I already heard in the masterclass, or I've already heard online through my own research prior to meeting them. Just a lot of general information that I have previously obtained on my own. Also want to mention that as they were navigating me through the online portal, there was a calendar which had scheduled calls, pre-scheduled every Monday and Thursday. Every Monday was an onboarding call and every Thursday is a Q&A call. So I don't know how I got mentored if I was on a scheduled call for all members to participate in.
I want to figure out how to raise my credit score, to pay off all of my debts. Like, my end financial goal, like, I want to be financially stable and financially free. Like, that's where I want to be. I feel like there was a moment in the conversation where the vibe kind of gave what my goals are and what your program entails doesn't really fully align with each other. From my full understanding now on the phone call, the mentorship and the funding go hand in hand as per community manager and CEO, as per the conversation. So it's like basically like scared money don't make no money. So, you know, we're going to guide you in the right direction, but you know what, you got to get the funding, like the funding and the mentorship. That's why the mentorship is a thing, because you're getting the funding. So basically I'm paying you to go in debt.
Not on my watch.
That, from my understanding, I'm paying you to go in debt. Now that, you know, things keep coming out and it seems like things are changing, I'm on the phone and I'm just like not 100% sure if this is something that I want to continue to do. It just doesn't seem like fully structured, in my opinion. It doesn't seem fully organized. We did end off the phone call would appear to be, because everything here is perception at this point, would appear to be on a good note, but I was still unsure of what I wanted to do. When we ended off the phone call as well, CEO basically let me know, like, okay,
we're going to regroup on Thursday. Let us know what you want to name your LLC, because we need the LLC in order to, you know, get you the funding. So we need to know what you want to name your LLC.
And I'm just like, I'm not doing this shit. Like, because I really needed to think about it. That's the problem. Like, everything went so fast. I had zero time to really look at everything, weigh out my options, and make an educated decision from there. Like, everything just kind of happened fast. That's just my honest truth. I was slowly but surely seeing that this is not a good fit for me, point blank in the period. And then you know what was like the cherry on top that like kind of like low key irked me? The next day, Tuesday, April 22nd, I get a call from credit rep. Insert screenshot. I have the phone numbers more than likely covered up for privacy reasons. I don't need nobody trying to sue me and say I put out their private information, their personal. No, the only things that's going to be public is the company information. This is a public company. I'm even on their Instagram page. Oh, y'all see the receipts as well. Credit rep calls me after you blatantly just didn't respond to my text. I answer the phone. I'm like, hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Oh yeah, so what's your LLC name? You got your LLC name? Because remember, we told you we already got you pre-approved for the $50,000, so we just need that LLC name so we can get everything started, everything rolling.
And he just sounds super pumped. He just sounds like a classic salesperson. Like, to me, he just sounded like the classic salesperson. Like, to me, that sounded like an elevator pitch. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, and that pissed me off. I know what salespeople sound like because I am a salesperson. I'm not a salesperson, like, technically currently, but that was my job for a hot minute. So I've been around the sharks. I'm a baby shark. I'm what they call a baby shark. I was like, yeah, when I spoke with CEO, he said we was going to regroup on Thursday.
Okay, yeah, well, I haven't talked with him, so I didn't know.
Y'all not communicating? But you're calling me about something that was the last thing that me and someone else talked about. I don't know. We hang up the phone. Wednesday goes by. I continue to think about it. It's like a common denominator that, yeah, abort the mission, which I have every right to do. I have every right to back out of a business deal if I want to, especially if if the program was supposed to be 3 months, what was a 1 hour onboarding call, considering there's no contract.
Clock it.
Considering there's no paperwork of what we're even doing here.
Clock it.
Considering I haven't signed anything.
Clock it.
Considering I haven't signed any legally binding agreements, we have no structure to this entire business deal.
Clock it.
In my opinion, there was no structure to this entire business deal. Thursday, I believe it was Thursday, April 24th, 2025. I call community manager because she's the community manager, right? As per the portal. I called her at 2:00 p.m. Mind you, the meeting's supposed to be at 6. So I'm calling her before the meeting because I don't want to be a part of the meeting, because I don't want to partake in anything that has to do with this, because I no longer want to be a part of it. Call community manager.
And I'm calling community manager because that's the only person's contact information I have outside of credit rep. I did not receive any of CEO's direct contact, although I went into the situation thinking that he was my mentor and I would at the very least have information to get in contact with him directly.
I'm like, hey, community manager. She's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good. Yep. Yeah, so I just wanted to call to let you know that I don't think I want to do the mentorship program anymore. It's just not the best fit for me. I just know like my current situation and what's going on in my life, and I just can't do it.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, so can I get a refund?
Let me get CEO. Let me call him.
Oh, okay, no problem. So I'm on hold for maybe about a minute or two, and community manager comes back on the phone and she lets me know that she didn't get CEO, so she was gonna have to give me a call back. I was like, okay. I didn't get a call back on Thursday. I did get an email notification that the meeting was happening, though. That's what I did get. Inserts receipt. That's an email that I got to my personal email. Let me give her some time. Let me give her some time. Friday comes. Friday goes by. I don't hear from community manager. Saturday comes. Okay, maybe she needs a little text update. I text community manager on Saturday, April 26th. Now this is the second time I'm contacting about me getting a refund. Good afternoon. I'm following up regarding the refund. Wanted to know when I will receive it. Please let me know. Thanks. No response. Now I'm feeling some type of way. Are you ignoring me about some bread right now? Like, what's going on? What are we doing? I want to know what's tea, community manager. I know it's T. Like, why are you ignoring me? Why haven't you gotten back to me? Like, I mean, by Friday, you had 24 hours to, give me an answer. It usually takes 24 to 48 hours, but now it's Saturday. You still ain't respond to me. Now it's Sunday. You still ain't respond to me. So now I contacted you about a refund on Thursday, and now it's Sunday, and you have not responded and have not gotten back to me after I've reached out to you 2 times about it. Now I'm irritated.
Yeah, they squabbling out there now. Yeah.
I'm clearly being ignored. If I have to contact multiple times without any type of communication back on when I'm receiving my refund, if I'm receiving my refund, if I'm you know what I'm saying? But before I get into that, I want to emphasize why I feel like I deserve a refund. Just because I participated in a onboarding phone call, that does not mean that I received a full-blown mentorship program. That does not mean that I have a structured line of support that's going to carry me out for the next couple of months, couple of years. And that does not mean I have the full experience of deliverables. One phone call does not represent the value of what I feel like I'm supposed to get for $1,250. In my opinion, one phone call with CEO and community manager is not worth $1,250.
So this is a screen grab from their website that I got under the CEO meeting tab. I tried to look up any type of credentials on the CEO, anything that shows that he can constitute this pricing for his services, but I personally haven't found any credentials or any success stories with people that he has mentored or that the company has mentored. I personally haven't found anything, but if y'all do, in y'all research, let me know.
That, like, there is no true value in one singular phone call. Just because I participated in a onboarding phone call does not mean I received the value for the mentorship that is supposed to start on May 1st. And again, they got cameras in there, so I'm sure the cameras, if the cameras can pick up on sound, maybe the cameras can pick up on the conversation that was had on the second floor near the room where we was doing the little interviews. One phone call of me participating does not mean I received $1,250 in value to where I cannot get a refund. And on top of that, a refund policy was not presented at the time of sale. In all of this, I did like a lot of research. So on Google, let me just show y'all. I don't know if y'all could see it, but I just typed in, what is the Texas refund policy that businesses have to adhere to regarding consumers? In Texas, there isn't a general law mandating a specific refund policy for businesses. However, some situations like those under the Deceptive Trade Practices Act or the Federal Cooling Off Rule provide consumer protection. The DTPA, Deceptive Trade Practices Act, this law protects customers from deceptive or misleading business practices. If a business engages in such practices, consumers may have the right to sue for damages. Seller obligations. If a business offers a return policy, they must adhere to it. A business must clearly post its refund or return policy. And when I scroll down as well, I scroll down over here, general rule right here. Texas law generally does not provide a universal right to cancel a purchase or return a product after it has been bought simply because the buyer has changed their mind. But there are limited exceptions. Certain contracts. Some contracts might include a specific right to cancel, typically outlined in the contract itself. But the thing is here is that there was never a contract for the mentorship. There was no contract at the time of sale. And the refund policy, is there a refund policy? What is the refund policy? I don't know, because I wasn't told what the refund policy was at the time of sale. Back to the story, y'all. So at this point, y'all, I do my research and I formulate a message. I'm gonna just put the message on the screen because I don't have the energy to just read it. It's a lot of messages. We're just gonna have messages in and out the screen, infinity stones in and out. So I sent what I sent. I sent that directly to community manager and I sent it to the Instagram page because at this point, I'm feeling like I need to speak to someone other than community manager because she's not assisting me with my issue. Basically, at this point now, I'm professionally talking crazy. At this point, I'm professionally talking crazy. Like I'm hitting them because when I was asking for my refund nicely, you know, I was getting ignored. So now I got to talk like Big Lease. I gotta talk like Big Lease now. To summarize, you know, what I said for those that probably didn't look at the screenshot, I basically let them know, hey, this is my last time contacting y'all before this situation escalates from a private matter to a public matter. I have contacted you several times at this point and you are not responding and not giving me an update about my refund. Therefore, if I do not receive my refund, I will be moving forward with the following: filing a dispute for the Zelle transaction through my bank, pursuing a small claims court case to retrieve my money if need be, and publicly sharing my full experience like I'm doing right now because I have every right. It is in the First Amendment in the U.S. Constitution, and I am a United States citizen, and we are in the United States. Freedom of speech, and everything I'm saying is facts. I don't get a response from the Instagram page, but they can't say they didn't get it because I know y'all got it, okay? And I finally, the next day, because mind you, I sent this message on Monday, April 21st. Did I say April 21st? I did not mean to say April 21st because I just messed up, y'all. Listen, I'm tired. Monday, April 28th. I told y'all what date it is today, right? Tuesday, April 29th, community manager responds, and I'll put the screenshot, but she basically tells me that they will not be issuing me a refund and that they must clarify that services have been rendered. Basically telling me I received onboarding mentorship. So somehow the mentorship and onboarding was combined all in one in a 1-hour phone call when the mentorship was supposed to be at first 2 weeks and then 3 months as per CEO. I've received guidance regarding credit funding and business counseling, which are critical components that I received in 1 hour of a program that was supposed to be either 2 weeks or 3 months. I don't know, because we don't have an outline guided contract, nothing that lays out what the program was supposed to fully entail.
Pocket.
We don't have, all we have is what we're talking about out of our mouths. That's all we have regarding the structure and the setup of this mentorship program. I've also been told, as per the screenshots that y'all see, that credit funding has also been successfully processed on my behalf.
Huh?
And that I have access to their platform school. I have access to the platform. Please be advised that we reserve to take legal action should any of our proprietary materials, including content from school platform, be shared, leaked, or misused. We are currently consulting with our legal team regarding your claims and will defend against any false, misleading, or defamatory statements made against our company. We wish you the best in moving forward and encourage you to consult your own legal counsel. Wow, I'm disappointed that you're not giving me my refund. Even though there was no written agreement, invoice, outline of deliverables, aside from a single introductory call, there was no formal services. There wasn't even a refund policy, so that I knew there wasn't even nothing at the point of sale that told me, hey, when you pay this money right now, this is non-refundable. No one told me that this was a non-refundable deposit. No one disclosed that at the point of sale. I'm just telling y'all my experience. I'm not telling y'all this to bash anybody. I'm just doing what I always do. story times. This story time is getting real deep and real serious real fast in my experience. So at this point, between the messages between community manager and I, community manager is basically, letting me know, again, y'all got to look at the screenshots, but she basically vaguely threatening me with legal action. And this is after I had to contact her 3 times about my refund. And the third time, it was kind of giving, okay, 3 strikes and you're out. Now I'm going to hit you with legalities. So because I hit them with legalities, I'm getting hit back with legalities. And I'm also being told that credit funding was processed on my behalf. Huh? How? Y'all don't have my social security number. I didn't provide you with my social security number, nor did I sign anything authorizing you to run my credit and get me approved with who's the lender? What's the interest rate? What's the payment each month? Is the payment due in 30, 60, or 90 days? I'm so confused right now. And then community manager tells me as well that I provided all the necessary information to initiate and support a business funding request. How did I do that when I did not provide a signature? I do not recall providing a signature for anything legally binding me to get business funding with you. And I definitely did not provide my social security number. And my thing is, understand that there's a difference between pre-approval and approval. With a legitimate bank approval, your social security has to be incorporated. I did not provide that. Remember when I was ushered into credit fixing? Because that's what I was told was going on. Credit fixing, not funding like you're getting a business loan type of funding. Like y'all was saying y'all was giving away 10K. Now you talking about I provided all information to initiate and support funding? What?
I am confusion.
You fully documented this process. Like what did you document? Because as far as the cameras in that house is concerned, I handed over my phone for my Experian profile to be looked at. I handed over my driver's license and was subsequently told that I got a pre-approval for $50,000. I did not provide a social security. I did not sign any release forms. I did not do any of that for me to have funding. You saying that I signed something. Why don't I have copies of anything that I signed?
Clock it.
That's another thing. When I worked in the car dealerships, when the customer goes in that finance office and completes the transaction, pays for the car, sets up everything with the bank, everything that they sign date initial, the finance manager keeps his copies and he gives the customer a folder of their copies as well. I know that from being a salesperson, and I know that from buying my own cars myself. I'm just trying to figure out like what documents did I sign and why don't I have copies of anything that I have signed for my own records. I don't know. For me, in my opinion, it's just not giving this was a legitimate business deal. For me, it doesn't feel like that. I don't know how it feels for y'all. I'm not saying what is and isn't going on. I'm just telling y'all my experience and how I feel. And for me, it's not giving legitimate business
deal.
My next message to community manager, I basically asked her, okay, so now I'm formally requesting a copy of whatever papers you claimed I'm signed. Now I want to see it. Now I want to see it. Hand it over. What did I sign? Because I wasn't aware that I signed anything that was legally binding, anything that gave y'all access to my credit. Well, at this point, y'all, today is May 1st now when the mentorship is supposed to start. Which is obviously not starting. This whole conversation was on Tuesday, April 29th. I asked community manager on Tuesday, April 29th. Y'all see the text message. I am formally requesting a copy of the form you claim I signed, authorizing any credit inquiry. It is now Thursday, May 1st. I still haven't received any y'all see the message. Let me show y'all.
And as y'all can see, today's date, May 6, 2025, the day I'll be uploading this video. I still have yet to get a response.
On delivered. My message is on delivered. I still haven't gotten a response. And I also want to know as well, because I had figured out from the Zelle transaction, CEO had put the company email I'll put the screenshot in somewhere. I definitely sent the same message I sent to community manager to that company email. Actually, oh my gosh, this is so funny. This is so funny. And actually today, I sent that email Tuesday, April 29th, the same day that community manager finally got back to me. Look at what I received today. Look at what I received, and this is on Gmail. This is on Gmail. There was a temporary problem delivering your message. Mind you, this is over 24 hours later. Gmail will retry for 45 more hours. The recipient server did not accept our request to connect. I don't know what that means. I guess tell me in the comments what y'all think that means. And at this point, I'm monitoring my credit. Y'all talking about y'all did something for my credit. My credit is the same number it was when I came to your masterclass. Point, I will be monitoring my credit to make sure no business funding is on there that I didn't request. This is my experience. I'm not telling y'all any of this so that y'all could go ahead and bash these people and bash this company. Please do not do that. I'm just doing what I normally do, telling a story time, but I feel like I need to spread awareness for entrepreneurs and content creators like myself who are out here, you know, looking for opportunity. There needs to be awareness on this experience that I just went through. I feel like this was a loosely run sales funnel. I feel like there were a lot of sales tactics. Just the entire transaction of how we got here, I just feel like it was like a sales agenda. I was just caught up in the emotional aspect. I wasn't thinking fully business savvy going into it, but it's like once I kind of caught on, I caught on. I will be taking legal measures to get my $1,250 back, being that the company has clearly stated that they will not be refunding me. I have filed a complaint with the Texas Attorney General's office that is submitted. I have also filed a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission.
I have also submitted a report to the Better Business Bureau. The BBB is a nonprofit organization that helps consumers find trustworthy businesses by providing unbiased information. They rate businesses on a scale from A to F, and this also helps with figuring out if a business you are interested in spending money with is transparent and has good business ethics. I tried searching the company on the website. I was not able to find them on the Better Business Bureau. They are not listed or accredited as a business on the Better Business Bureau.
And I have also reached out to legal aid options, attorney options, because they're saying they're speaking with their attorneys. So best believe that if I absolutely need an attorney, I will be getting an attorney. Between the email bounce back, the non-response, for me, it shows that they are avoiding communication with me. I also filed the Zelle dispute with my bank as well. I also told them that I was going to come on the internet and tell my story as well.
I said what I said.
As long as I remained factual, respectful, truthful, and that's what I've done. I'm not really sure the direction of where things are going to go because this is clearly still an ongoing situation based off of the dates I have told you guys. For my content creators, for my entrepreneurs, use me as the sacrificial lamb of what to do and what not to do on your content creator and entrepreneur journey. I feel like my ambition was preyed upon. There's no denying when I was in that masterclass, like I was there eager, ready to learn, participating, like, you know, really wanting to, you know what I'm saying, grow my career and stuff. Like I didn't think like it was gonna play out like this, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. I will not be silenced. I will always speak up for myself. I will always defend myself, especially when I feel like a situation is not right. For my content creators, for my entrepreneurs who are on the come up, who are still trying to figure things out and find their way. Just because you think an opportunity is present, just because the perception is the perception and you are perceiving things to be one way in the moment, just because people are talking a big game to you and are trying to move things fast, that does not mean that you have to jump into anything because someone is telling you, hey, if you don't do it right now, it ain't gonna be this price, ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, take your time. And this was a lesson for me. I feel like I told this story honest, like I did what I could behind the scenes before I've brought things to YouTube. But I feel like at this point, my hand was forced to bring it to YouTube because I don't feel like anything is going to get done about this situation if it's not on YouTube. If you guys have any advice for me,
or if you have a similar story with this company, another company, definitely let me know in the comments. This will be your safe space to share your experience. I will provide the links to file complaints and reports below.
and my subscribers, y'all got any of y'all family members as lawyers? Like, what's tea? Let me know. Definitely do extensive research. Like, if you're looking for a mentorship program, do some research. Like, look up this person's credentials, because I didn't do that for real with these people. But yeah, do your research, trust your gut. And if you're in Houston, I actually did some research. There's actually free mentorship programs out here. So there's people who are willing to help you for free. They're not going to be hitting you with dollar sign. Just a reminder that this is my story that happened in my life. I am a YouTuber. I am a storytime channel. I've been telling story times on this channel since August 2022. We are in 2025. I'm telling this story for awareness so everyone can be aware of the things that go on in this world and how you can learn from me to be on your P's and Q's. But never again. This is an awareness story. This is not for revenge. This is not for you guys to attack these people. It's just for awareness. Don't know what's going to be happening moving forward, but until next time, if you made it to the end of this video, please give me a big like. Please run the video up, run the video up, y'all. Run the video up. Run it up, bro, please. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for listening. Pray for me. This too shall pass, and pray for my safety and my well-being as well. I'll see y'all in the next story time. Later.
I think I lie for you. I think I die for you.